Whoop, whoop, what's up, Bearcats and Jugger Bros? We're here back live, hanging and chilling with the HMG Rousey versus Carano. Watch along, whoop, whoop. And we had a fun HMG Insanity earlier tonight. Make sure to check that out later after the fact at patreon.com/Hami Media Group. Whoop, whoop. Hope Balls. Let's see who we got good with us tonight. See, we got Buckshot Kid. We got Lab Rat. We got Paul, a.k.a. the Shooter. Bang, bang, whoop, whoop. Hope everybody's doing well. Always good to see y'all. Whoop, whoop. We got Nelson joining us. We got one of the 3-letter agencies, RBV. Whoop, whoop. And then we got Dan with a run in. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, pal. All right, so for this fight tonight, decided to take it easy, do a little bit easy cooking, and just throw some crab legs in the air fryer. Throw some crab legs in the air fryer. Whoop, whoop. We're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99. Better ingredients, better pizza. Yeah, pal. Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping fully clean. Hey, what's up, Zach? Good to see you again. Happy National Barbecue Day to you too as well. Whoop.
But what man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. Behold, wet extra large dude wipes. See how wet dude wipes completely clears while dry TP smears?
Nice. Set the tone. Set the tone, boys.
Switch to wet extra large dude wipes for the best clean. Hands down.
Guys, the investors pulled our funding.
What? Start running a cash burn analysis. I go tumblers.
Nice. Whoop, whoop. Yalla.
Custom ink. More water, more productivity, more funding. That's our strategy.
Custom ink can't fix all your business needs. I am thirsty.
I want one of those. I want one too.
But we can outfit your team for the road ahead.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear that, RBV.
Roomba presents everyone's favorite. With
and commercial break time. Whoop, whoop.
Messes don't stand a chance, so Buster can keep making them.
This is all.
Tell me what you see.
Yeah, gotta make that ad revenue, pal.
People think I killed my little boy.
But if there's a chance that he's still alive,
Then there's someone very dangerous behind this. If he's out there, I'm gonna bring him home.
Yeah, that. Yeah, hopefully that hits, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, the one that I think the one that is least likely would be the Ronnie Carouso going under 1.5 rounds. Oh yeah, definitely not as intrusive as Raw.
We certainly do. I mean, certainly a lot of action right away tonight. But I really want to talk about the fact that we have coming up, that being the
Hey, baby. Come to Brandon. Yeah, come to Beavis too.
Shut up, Beavis. I'm trying to score here. Uh, Hey, what's up, Yosef? Whoop whoop. Yeah, we're still on the. We're actually on the main card for tonight. Yeah, the prelim fights are over. We're on the main card, leading into the main event with Rousey versus Carano. Nice, Nelson. Whoop whoop. Yeah, to be fair, I have not really paid much attention to Nate Diaz. They'll sound now that you say that, I really should because that sounds entertaining. Yeah, that is true. They do look empty, but like Dan says though, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same venue where they had like it's kind of the same thing where they had like the same sort of thing where they had the Royal Rumble, where they had the same lights above the seats. The seat lights make it hard to see. I mean, yeah, make it hard to gauge the crowd. Yeah, see how this goes, pal. Whoop whoop.
Monday morning, I'll never forget it. The internet exploded because let's be real, these two guys are as real as it gets. These two guys are complex figures in the sport. They are allergic to boring fights. They're never in boring fights. And there was a bit of absence thanks to Hardcore Thunder. We haven't seen them in about 5 years each in MMA. Now, they haven't been inactive. Mike Perry did his thing in the sport of bare knuckle. He became the king of violence in bare knuckle. Nick Diaz did his thing in boxing. He's the true BMF. And so tonight we find out who's truly, I can't say some of these words.
All right, hopefully that's better, guys. Sorry about that.
These two guys, it's going to be amazing. There is no way. I'll give you a guarantee right now. There is no way that Nick Diaz versus Mike Perry disappoints. No way. Absolutely not. It's going to be a barn burner.
We love that. Hell. That is still to come. But right now, we're going to check back in with Sibley's goals. All right, we are Hexagon side. Jerry Bears, Puka Nakua, represent LA, obviously. We're here at Intuit Dome. Historic night for MMA. Who do you have tonight on the card, the main?
Oh, I'm hoping for 2 in the fights already, but I'm hoping Nate Diaz will bring me back. I'm feeling ready.
I'm 2-0 in the fights already. I'm calling everything right. Nate Diaz winning next. Then I got Ngannou. Then I got Ronda taking it home.
Oh, you're confident.
I'm going. I'm 2-0 already.
See that? The night's just started good for him, but it's not going to end well for him, just like some of these fights.
It's always a competition here. Have some fun, guys. Back to you.
Are we ready?
So we are the heavyweight showdown. Do we continue the streak of first-round knockouts? It could very well be the case because we
did. Dude, yeah, like her Latina little sister.
Alistair Overeem, Francis Ngannou, the lineal MMA heavyweight champion, takes on the upset-minded Felipe Lins from taller, has the 5-inch reach advantage, both of them on long winning streaks. And we are ready for the Battle of the Big Boys, Part 2.
Well, they're representing two powerhouse teams, Ngannou with Extreme Couture and Felipe Lins from American Top Team. A lot of finishes between these two men. Lins, a little bit more of a grappling-heavy style, but watch out for Francis Ngannou, who's been working on his grappling in anticipation of this matchup.
Based on the tail of the tape, this could go either way. But it definitely it looks like Francis is the odds-on favorite on paper.
Felipe Lins won the $1 Million tournament in the PFL in 2018. Made his debut back in 2005. So he's been at this a while, but he really believes he's going to come out here and spring the upset. And man, would that change this guy's life.
Whoop, whoop.
It's going to be the Predator versus the Predator Hunter. It doesn't need to just... I'm ready to punish my opponent.
No, I will give them. Here's something they're doing a great job right here. They're doing everything they can to get you hyped for the fight before it takes place.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at our first of our 3 main events. 7 rounds in the heavyweight.
That is Nelson. That is a really cool moniker. I like it. I like it, pal. Whoop, whoop. Get me Chris Hansen, pal. Take a seat. Come on, take a seat. Take a seat. Take a seat.
Personal life issues, recovering physically, and resetting mentally after leaving the UFC. He told us
TNA, TNA, TNA.
Of rebuilding and recovery. He is on a 4-fight winning streak, and he knows standing still against Ngannou is like playing tag with a brick. In combat sports history, the question becomes, can Lin survive long enough to make his skill
Whoop, whoop.
matter?
Yeah, I think it comes down to footwork, his ability to diffuse the pressure of a pressing Ngannou.
Give me that epic beard, pal.
Get in and out and frustrate Ngannou for as long as possible.
Lin's a teammate with Junior Dos Santos, who we saw get knocked out in the first round by Robelli's Spain, who I'm sure is going to be watching with vested interest, would love a chance to face the winner of this fight. But when he talked to Junior Dos Santos, who previously, by the way, fought Ngannou, was stopped in the first round. But Lin said the value isn't about secret strategy. It's about understanding range, pressure, and the physical reality of sharing the cage with one of the most dangerous men in the world.
He's definitely right about that. Has a plethora of heavyweight training partners over at American Top Team. And here is Francis Ngannou, as you mentioned, one of the hardest hitting fighters in heavyweight mixed martial arts history. Made his debut against Tyson Fury. A lot of people know him because of that. Did extremely well in his boxing debut. Currently on a 7-fight MMA win streak.
Heavyweight champion of the world, the baddest man on the planet. He represents Cameroon, France, Las Vegas, of the Predator, Francis Ngannou.
He's more in a position to come after me than I'm in a position to go after him. So one way or another, take him out of my way.
to the cage, the Leo MMA champion, Francis Ngannou.
Whoop whoop.
Carano walking out to my fellow Canadian. Drake dropped one of 3 albums yesterday called Iceman, and Ngannou always looking to put his opponent on Iceman. He left the UFC not because he could.
Yeah, dude, for real, Paul. For real. Like, yeah, we're getting way better building background to these fights than we got at Mania at Vegas, too.
Ngannou told us that he sees it differently. He's looking to provide security, health care, and opportunity for his family. That is the legacy that he says matters. In a sport built on sacrifice, he chose control.
Yeah, he came out looking like an executioner, hoping to send another person into the shadow realm. And this is a guy who started out extremely athletic. He was very raw when he came to the sport, quick learner, but has developed into a phenomenal world-class mixed martial artist.
Yeah, returns to the sport with what his coach at Extreme Couture, Eric Nixick, called a renewed hunger. He's lighter, sharper, improved cardio, and a mindset that even at 39 continues to evolve. We know about his power, but he has added more grappling skills and another layer beyond power striking.
That came into training camp at the lightest weight, I think, ever. And he talked about his camp and coaches being really happy with his progress.
Yeah, and he told us, hey, he respects Lins. He respects all his opponents, but he sees Lins as a guy with some speed, kicks, and tactical versatility. The question, though, is can Lins survive the first clean shot?
And he looks absolutely shredded. When I saw him on the scale, I said, oh, what is he, about 230, 235? He was
Whoop whoop.
We arrive at the first of our 3 main events of the evening. 5 5-minute rounds in the heavyweight division.
Yeah, we could be going long tonight, Nelson. We could be going long tonight, pal. And Too Legit to Quit in the house. What's up, Hammer? Happy Saturday. Always a pleasure. Always good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Whoop whoop.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 2 warriors, 1 fight. Who wants it more? Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with white trim. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, 6 pounds. Tonight, he enters the cage with a professional MMA record of 18
Whoop whoop.
versus 5 defeats. Fighting out of Natal, Rio Grande del Norte, Brazil. Introducing the PFL Heavyweight Tournament Champion, Felipe Monstro Lins. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with gold trim. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall. He weighed in at 257 pounds. Tonight, he enters the cage.
Yeah, pal. We got all the big fight feels tonight. Whoop whoop.
Victories versus just 3 defeats. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Cameroon. Introducing the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world. Introducing the current lineal MMA heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Francis the Predator Ngannou.
At all times, follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch love feels good.
Yeah, on paper, he's clearly the odds-on favorite to win.
It's a Jack Kirby illustration come to life on a 7-fight winning streak in MMA with 6 knockouts. Lynn's looking for his 5th straight win. It would be the upset of the year. The bell in round 1.
Whoop, whoop.
Francis said he's going to be very patient, looking for these combinations. Already attacking with a leg kick.
Nelso, the more things change, the more they stay the same, pal. The more they stay the same.
3-time UFC title challenger Kenny Florian, cage side, the left and the right from Ngannou. Oh, hit by Ngannou. It's Lynn's looking for the takedown, but now Ngannou's looking for the guillotine choke.
Yeah, that was a crushing body kick by Ngannou, but Lynn's in on a nice connection here with this body lock.
Looking for his 2nd guillotine choke. The first submission of his career back in 2014 was via the guillotine for Ngannou.
I'm sorry, that triggered the you saying that triggered this memory of a Sid promo where he said, "You have to hit or be hitting. You have to kick or be kicking." But yeah, that is true. Either hit or be hit. Exactly.
Having the opportunity of a lifetime here on this landmark event. The first MMA card on Netflix, and Lynn's willing to enter the danger zone right uppercut.
Yep, give me bread and circuses, pal. Oh, is it nice?
Looking for his 14th knockout win.
Lynn's has to use those.
Control Ngannou's posture. Stop the barrage of blows.
This is not good. He couldn't hold on to the head of Francis Ngannou, and when Francis postures up, it could be over.
We've had back-to-back first-round knockouts. Ngannou in position right now.
Yeah, it's like you're kind of forced with two choices. Fight. It's either fight back or surrender.
Lynn's well-schooled on his back.
Yeah, doing a good job with his leg, Frank. He's trying to off-balance Francis Ngannou. Good job getting back to his feet, but eating shots here.
Series of right
And I would much rather go out. I would much rather go down swinging than giving up.
Lynn's in a southpaw stance, hands down, and just about got caught with that kick.
I think he's still dazed and confused here.
Lefts, another left hand, another right hand. It's all the Predator Francis Ngannou playing with his foot.
Oh!
Yeah, you know TKO's looking at that going, okay, we need to adapt.
Showing patience, not rushing for the knockout.
Just over 2 minutes left in the first round, dominated by the
Nice, Nelson. Whoop. Whoop, whoop.
An offensive onslaught for
Yeah, that's what we hope for.
body shots.
Good call. Good call. Let's do it. Whoop, whoop.
Lynn's to kind of recoup and clear the cobwebs.
Training the power bar of Lynn's by going to the body, Kenny, making that wise investment.
Yeah, I think Ngannou may need a little bit of a break after that exchange. He's kind of getting.
Okay, you know, I think that deserves a cheers, genitals. Whoop, whoop.
Body shot. Francis Ngannou systematically dismantling Lynn's, holding on for dear life, looking for the trip takedown, but Ngannou is not budging.
Yeah, Lynn's was looking for that sag.
257, sorry, Kenny.
But the cage was right in the way, so he decided to bail on that. I think it's a smart decision.
Final minute of the opening round, a steady diet of body shots by Ngannou. Lynn's turns, Ngannou around, puts him on the fence. The crowd being spoiled by the back-to-back first-round knockouts, booing, and they're looking for the KO. Lynn's is swinging for the fence as well from the southpaw stance. Oh! Down goes Lynn's. Lynn's is laid out. The Predator has just recorded his 14th knockout.
We saw first round knockout. First round knockout, boys. Whoop, whoop.
And for that matter, maybe in combat sport,
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, when it's real fights, it's different. When it's real fights, it's different, especially when you get moments like that. Like, holy shit, first round TKO. Whoop whoop.
Good job of surviving. There's some really scary moments in round one. But in the end, he could not deny Francis Ngannou's power and speed.
Welcome back to MMA. Francis Ngannou, 8 consecutive wins, his 7th knockout in that streak. A courageous Felipe Lins could
That short uppercut that
I know that's nuts. That is nuts.
the knockout of the year back in 2017. It's Francis Ngannou closing the show.
Give me Chris Rock, pal. You got knocked the fuck out, man.
What do we do? I guess
Sorry, Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker.
like acrobats?
No, custom branded tumblers from Custom Ink. More water, more productivity, more funding. At first.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt they're all watching it. No doubt they're all watching it.
I'm thirsty.
With over 10,000 swag options, Ink is more than you think. Real men live by our own set of rules. Big bad, yeah.
You think this is that same crew you've been looking for?
They killed my partner. I'm gonna catch this crew. He's not just any guy. He's cutthroat just like me.
Find a way to shut him down.
You're playing with fire. No, I bring the fire. We're gonna take everything back. And we're gonna take it in blood.
Francis Ngannou doesn't throw punches. He serves eviction notices to consciousness. The Predator knocks out Felipe Lins and improves to 19-3, retaining his status as the lineal MMA heavyweight champion. And this
Tremendous.
is how it ended. The left hook drop. And it's another impressive stoppage win for Francis Ngannou as Lins gets stopped via knockout for the 5th time. But the Predator.
Yeah, I think this is like a 7th knockout. See, I'm pretty sure he knows what a knockout looks like. It's just like I wait for the ref to call it. Yeah, for real, the commercial breaks are longer than the matches.
How you get back on track. The lights on Felipe Lins. Let's make it official with Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean calls a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 31 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout, Francis the Predator Ngannou.
A look at one of the most intimidating forces in combat sports, Francis Ngannou, delivering the goods. Let's go to Ariel.
Thank you so very much, Mauro Falsis. Congratulations. You did it again, my friend. Can you describe what it's like knocking a man out like that, out cold?
Well, I'm gonna give a lot of respect to Philippe because he was tougher than what I thought. You know, he did hit some shot at the beginning and then keep on going really good. I'm like, okay, we have a tough guy here. We have a solid guy. He's legit, you know. And then, yeah, I just keep composed and then know that there will come a moment. And I keep cheering. Basically, we're gonna get it done.
And you did it again in the first round. You know, there's always so much chatter, so much talk surrounding you. Do you think you reminded everyone exactly who Francis Ngannou is tonight?
Well, if somebody doesn't remember who I am, then he must have amnesia or something. Because the statement is here tonight again. It's just another one. It's not like the first one. It's not like I'm making a statement. It's just another reminder.
You know, 2025, you didn't fight. First year in your pro career, you took off. Your last MMA fight was in 2024, October of 2024. I was wondering if at any point you were worried you would feel rusty out there, if you needed some time. What do you think?
No, I wasn't worried about my aggressiveness, because one thing that I know about myself is that it's an instinct. It's something that I have. It's not something that I have to trigger. It's just in me. It comes along. I don't have to do much for it. So I just have to be prepared and have the energy, the endurance to manage the adrenaline and everything around it.
Earlier tonight, we saw Robelis Despan say that he wanted you to win and he wanted to fight you next. What do you make of that?
Well, he had a pretty good knockout.
I kind of get those vibes too, Hammer. Except he's a much more like he's like a respectful but confident. He's like a respectful but confident babyface version of him. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but well, that's kind of a direct question, but okay.
Right over there was Johnny Bones Jones. I believe he's sitting right over there. That shot, you see him right there.
Yeah, that was beautiful knockout. Beautiful knockout.
Well, as I said before, John John is a great fighter, probably the best that have ever done the MMA. But I think in terms of business, you still have something to learn. He should be watching what I'm doing and learn. And then if he get it now, he should be able to figure it out and come we make this fight. Because this fight can happen before we retire.
Do you think he wants to fight you?
I believe so, but I think his cage. He doesn't know how to get out of the cage yet.
Oh, I like this. Now they're building story. Look at this, dude. They're doing a better job of building storylines and angles to the next show, right here.
This experience with MVP because right over there is Jake Paul, and yesterday I saw him having some words for you. And so what has this?
All right, so we're building up to. So we're building to Francis Ngannou versus John Bones. Is that what we're building to? That's kind of what it looks like here.
He's not running the business. He's the face, of course. So as far as business concerned, I think one thing that he was good at it to acknowledge that his limit in business.
AEW could learn a lot from this show.
Run a business side, then he can keep doing his shit because what he was doing wasn't quite the stuff. But the experience was good. We have a good treatment by the team. Everything was squared up, being taken care of.
Nice. Whoop.
Everybody, I didn't have to personally engage very much because he was going directly through my team and they were handling everything. So it was quite an easy process, stressless.
John is perhaps contractually tied up.
Right, because right there, you start to build to the next match, and all of a sudden you got the crowd hyped for it.
Come on, bro.
Now you have something to build to.
He's a boy now. He's a man now. Last time I saw him, he was still a boy. So I don't know. Maybe he has grown up. By what I have seen, basically, by what I have listening. So
let me ask him, Jake, what'd you think? You said some words about him yesterday, but that was pretty impressive, no?
Yeah, no, as a fighter, we can fight. As his promoter, I'm here to help him.
Or are we building Jake Paul versus Francis Ngannou?
Showed out. What we're doing is
Of course, if that happened, Ngannou would kill him.
MVP is here to get fighters paid more, to give them another platform that gets more views than the UFC. That's exactly what we're doing. We're creating a new home. This is a moment in history. And so me and Francis can maybe box one day, but tonight, as a promoter and helping him as a business partner, he came here, and I respect him for that. And he put on.
Yeah, that would be a very short fight. A very short fight.
And continue to help grow MMA and help fighters. And on the boxing side, maybe we could fight one day.
Okay, fair enough. Inglewood showing you love, as always. Last thing for you, Francis. Let's make something crystal clear right here and now. Are you the best heavyweight in the world?
period. There's not a question to be asked. I'm the fucking best, period. I mean, you have any argument for it? Bring it up.
I do not, and I think you proved that once again tonight. Inglewood, make some noise for the Predator, Rousey, and you.
And you see him there in Ghana, a huge favorite. Before tonight, he'd not fought in over 18 months. Certainly, you could not tell.
Whoop, whoop.
He looked great. He moves to 19-3 in his career, including 13 knockouts, 10 of those in the first round, like we saw tonight.
He looked great. Philippe Lins came out. He was durable. He was standing in there. He was trying not to get knocked out. Unfortunately, it was too much power. It was sheets, blankets, layers of power coming towards him. I want to talk about this fight so bad, but I'm not going to sit here and have Johnny Bones Jones to my left and not give him an opportunity to reply back to what Francis Ngannou said. He said he's the best heavyweight in the world, right? He said we can do this fight.
Yeah, this has been a fun show. This has been a fun and entertaining show, boys.
Tell the Netflix board, tell Nikisha them to pick up the tab when the suits come to make this fight happen. That way this fight can happen.
Nice. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I think we're getting ready for the Diaz's fight.
Engagement, Francis. He definitely wasn't on the same kickboxing level as Francis, but I thought Francis was very impressive tonight. He's starting to throw kicks. He threw really nice.
That's where we can start to do it. Cheers, genitals. Whoop, whoop. Let's go, Carano. Whoop, whoop.
But having those guys cover the tab, I wonder if they'd be interested in doing that.
He wanted to be 10 pounds. And in both situations, he's picked up that tab. The biggest promotion, the best marketing out there ever spent. If they want to make that fight happen, there's angles and ways to make that fight happen.
I love that this desk has become a brainstorming session on legalese and how we can get John out of his contract. John, I know you're having a hard time. I know you're having a hard time hearing right now.
Yes,
I know. But I do want to talk about the main event tonight, that being Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano. You and Ronda were two of the faces of UFC at the same time. What is it like watching her walk back into the cage tonight?
I'm mainly here to watch her fight tonight. I'm a fan of Ronda Rousey. I've always have been. Her and I were really close friends years ago, and I think it's just a storm that happened.
Whoop, whoop.
Amazing tonight, and I think the moment she puts her hands on Gina, it's going to be bad news for Gina. I can see this being a first-round stoppage.
John, when you look at the UFC champions, you guys are all in suits. It was a genre with you and Anderson.
Yeah, it is pretty. That is pretty nuts, though. But you know, Netflix, WWE, those deals.
Is this a fight that you were really looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Gina Carano is the reason why Ronda got here today. I mean, she really paved the way for all of women's MMA. And she's a lot older, but I think she's worked really hard to be back in this position. I know she's lost a lot of weight. And this is the fight for the fans. That absolutely had to happen.
So you're having a lot of fun, brother. I'm seeing you doing reality TV, right? You got your league going, Dirty Boxing going. Are you really retired?
You know, I think I am. I'm a really good agent, the Kawa brothers, and these guys keep me busy. I'm constantly on the road, you know, creating my own businesses and endorsing other businesses. So, you know, I feel like if things were to go so well, I would feel the pressure to get back in the level that I really have no reason to fight anymore.
So the door is not closed, though. You said I think. You said I think, not I know. Because we've got two fighters tonight, Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey, that also thought that they were retired John Bone Jones.
Man, so there was happened to catch a clip of Obafemi on What's Your Story with Stephanie McMahon. And during that clip, he told a story about how his pastor in his church in Nigeria helped raise the funds for him to go to the United States and become a professional wrestler. And then when he said the pastor's name, it's like, that's clearly where he got his wrestling name from. Let me pull it back up. His pastor's name, Femi Paul.
You didn't see the TikTok? I didn't see the TikTok. Oh no. I'm in Calabasas. You gotta
Whoop whoop. And another commercial break.
I don't know what he has, but these girls go crazy for him.
I think everyone should flirt. It's like good for the mind and soul.
Plot twist.
Absolutely. Much respect and love for that. Whoop whoop.
Everyone's favorite. With deep-edged corner mopping and self-washing mop pad, messes don't stand a chance, so Buster can keep making them.
And
with Roomba, dirt doesn't.
And it's always like
Without a watchdog, it even
whenever somebody like you have a lot of respect and admiration for.
With 4 times more power,
you find out like they're a brother in Christ. It's just you just get that warm feeling in your heart. You get that warm feeling in your heart where it's like, cool, someone you like, respect, and admire is a brother.
You have to go when no one's watching. To see how special.
Whoop whoop! Give me John Jones, pal. Dude, Paul's the man. Whoop whoop.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly.
Yeah, Paul overstrong. Whoop whoop.
But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great.
And if I could, if I remember correctly, one of the reasons why Paul was chosen was chosen as an apostle, chosen to be an apostle, because when he was Saul, he was a hardcore persecutor of Christians, persecutor of Christians. Like, he was responsible for a lot of Christians getting killed. But one of the reasons he was chosen was because he was going to be, part of the reason why he was chosen was because he was going to be an example of no one is too far away. No one is too far away from saving. As long as you're alive, as long as you still have, as long as your heart is still pumping, as long as your lungs are still breathing, you still got a chance. And not only that, I could take, yeah, he killed everyone. Exactly. Yes. He killed everyone. But that just shows the depths of, but he was an example of God's, of the depths of God's love and mercy of, I could take a dude who persecuted and murdered my own people and turn him into my best tool and instrument.
The former champion has found just that.
This isn't all shit. A lot of it's
Outside of his, Jesus, of course, but
not much different than a dojo. Whereas a young kid,
absolutely,
the gentle art of judo came easy.
I remember the first day I did judo, I didn't even have a hair tie. My hair was all crazy all over the place, and I was like trying to do it. I can't really say it any other way, but I was like a prodigy at it.
Yeah,
you start judo when you're like 6. My first tournament was on my 11th birthday. 6 years
yep, and then the what was it? The road to Damascus, where he went blind And Jesus came to him. Why, Saul, why do you persecute me?
Where she won bronze, becoming the first American woman to earn an Olympic medal in judo. But the structured conflict, with the path to women's MMA now clear, thanks to Gina Carano, Rousey sensed an opportunity.
You peak in judo in your mid-20s. And I was already world Olympic medalist at 21, and maybe I just needed a break from judo. And so when I saw MMA becoming a thing, and I saw Gina Carano doing it, I was like, wait a minute. They just get to be on the ground for as long as they want? Like, no one stands them up? Like, no. I'm like, dude, I would fucking kill
This is some good content right here.
Thing that drew me to MMA,
Doing a little bit of help Billy for the main event.
so the community. I have like a really unique style of judo. Gripping and all that and fighting for position is something that I was the best at in judo ever. I'm gonna do a regular before grip. They try to get you up so quickly in judo. So and it applies so well to MMA. You see my judo in my fighting. MMA allowed me to like finally be free. It like unleashed me in the way that like judo was holding me back.
Boom. Boom. Just nailed it right there, Yosef. Whoop to the whoop.
Intuit Dome. We're back inside the Intuit Dome as we get ready for two more fights here. Of course, Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey, also Nate Diaz and Mike Perry are on the way. Not on the way, already here with us, co-founder of MVP.
Yeah, I remember that show, The Ultimate Fighter. Whoop, whoop.
A historic night, and we've already had 3 straight first-round KOs. What do you make of what you've seen so far, Jake?
Yeah, MVP.
But I did not see that season, though.
This is absolutely insane. I think God has blessed us with these amazing first-round finishes here tonight. Blessed to be here. Just so happy for a historic event that we're putting on and changing the sport of MMA. This is it. This is
Whoop, whoop.
the moment. I get goosebumps just thinking about being able to help these fighters, giving them another place to go where there's just as much viewership, if not more, and more money for these fighters. So the future is here, and I'm just blessed.
Okay, let me ask you a two-parter here if I can. Number one, do you feel like event, and number two, I'll ask you the same question that I asked Nikisa, which is it a one and done, or are you 100% committed to keeping this thing going?
Yeah, I think the MMA world is on notice for sure. We have some of the best talent in the world fighting here tonight. Some viral finishes, obviously the biggest streaming platform in the world. You know, there's already rumors about the numbers being circulated.
Yes, he is, and he does it on his schedule. He does it on his schedule and his timing because he's on a different level than we can comprehend. He knows what's up on a level that we can never comprehend. It's just we know our role, we do our part, and just trust in him and let him do his thing.
Superstars, and that's what we're doing here. Magical.
You know what? Honestly, Nelson, I'm wondering. Every match so far tonight has been a first-round knockout. Is that to, again, if we're booking, if we're doing wrestling booking, and it's the MMA card, every match so far has been a first-round knockout. And they make the semi-main a little bit competitive. And they make me a little bit competitive with the Carano upset. I think we can see that. But the thing is, they kind of tip the hand a little bit of this being scripted.
Earlier in the week, Jake, I do have to ask you about this because earlier in the week we did an interview and you said you're considering retirement because of the job.
I mean, possibly. I don't know. They're definitely like trying to do what they can to stand out and be different. And they also have they got star power to back it up. So
So that was the change in the narrative. So now you're leaning back towards.
whoop whoop.
Again, clear. I'm clear. 2 to 3 months, I'm clear to start sparring again. And so I'm gonna do MMA. I'm gonna do an MMA fight for sure.
Next up, is that what you want to do?
Not next. Going back into boxing, we will see. There's a long list of opponents out there, but just gonna get slowly back into training and figure out when I'm gonna make that return.
We've got 2 fighters. Nate Diaz and Mike Perry, who are fighting next year. What did you learn about them as fighters after facing them in the ring?
Yeah, you know, Nate.
Man, they've been killing a lot of time in between these fights.
Cardio is on another level. He's a warrior. He loves this. He's having fun in there. And when a guy is relaxed,
I think so. Let me double check. He might.
he seems in the best.
Yeah, I'm not
For this fight, he's locked in. He's dialed. He seems jolly. It's like almost a new.
That's what I thought you meant. Whoop, whoop.
Like this before. And I think when he's in a mode like this, he can be very dangerous. And Mike Perry, on the other hand, is one of the toughest.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Hawani's career other than he was an MMA announcer, and then
He just keeps on coming forward. And so Nate Diaz, as tough as he is, he might have a tougher opponent in Mike Perry. So I don't know if we're going to see a brawl or if Nate's going to try to take him to the ground and submit him.
I can't wait to see how it plays out. Obviously, there's no one watching. Don't worry about it. Just between us friends. Who are you leaning towards?
That's a great
Yeah, he did.
question. I think I lean towards Nate Diaz.
Okay.
I think he has a better.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, briefly in the past.
If it stays standing, then Mike Perry can stay in the fight. Try to get
Whoop whoop.
skills.
There it is. We have the fan favorites coming up in just a minute as we say thank you so much, Jake Paul. Enjoy your cage side seat. It's nice. You've got like a whole domain where they come and they hug you and they greet you and kiss the ring a little bit. We love that for you.
It's a good life.
Yeah, it's a really good life to be Jake Paul. We appreciate you. Of course, we are anticipating the return of Gina Carano as well. After 17 years away, she's walking back into the spotlight tonight with a chance to add another chapter to a legacy that helped.
She looks good. Gina looks good.
Someone who's never taken the easy road and somehow still built history because of it.
Raised amidst the neon allure and tempting background of Las Vegas, Gina Carano instinctively sought the grit of an untamed path, a teenage rebellion against what would be considered an affluent upbringing, choosing the streets rather than stepping into a designed life of privilege.
I didn't ever think about having a future. You're supposed to go to law school. You're supposed to, go be a doctor.
I know it's crazy.
I didn't like money.
How like
all over my head. So that's when I met Kevin.
The second
man, 43 and she looks that tremendous. Dude, it's like humanity's like advanced like damn near 15 years. As far as like 40 is the new 30.
How badly can we destroy our lives? And that's the life we lived in Vegas. And then Kevin decided that he was going to stop drinking.
Hey yo!
Training Muay Thai.
At that time, there was no Muay Thai and
Yeah, Gina would have. Yeah, she would have adapted to WWE way better than Ronda. Way better than Ronda. She would. Yeah, she would adapt to the business way better than Ronda would have.
You're fat. You need to lose weight. And I was like, yeah.
And way better attitude too. Way better attitude.
Once you start training and learning, it is so addicting. You fall in love with it. I lost 30 pounds. And I had my first fight.
I would say 40, 45.
Success arrived early and often.
If I had to guess.
Wins in her first 7 fights. And as the women's side.
But that's also based on current 40 standards as well.
With a legacy as bright as the lights of Las Vegas.
Because, dude, I've seen people in their mid-50s who look better than people in their 30s. No arguments here, Todd. No arguments here. Yeah, you're not going to hear an argument from me on that one.
decision, submission, or knockout.
Yeah, that is also possible too.
After all the rounds are over, a submission happens when a fighter forces a tap or a stoppage on the ground, and a KO or TKO is a significant strike that ends the
In shape 53, 54. Okay, it's.
each of these outcomes separately, so you're not just
I'd say about 35. I'd say in shape 35. I'd say probably about in shape 35, 40. Based on like, going back, say, 20, 30 years.
Yes, Mike Perry is very dangerous. He's definitely capable of winning by knockout here, but in 20 years, Nate Diaz has only been stopped. An underdog pick. I think there's a lot of value there on the legend Nate Diaz.
Okay, we haven't seen Nate Diaz
That I don't know.
for about 4 years, so maybe that's where you're getting a little bit of that as well. All right, DraftKings.
Oh, nice, Todd. Whoop whoop. Good for the good for good for Dalton Castle and the Outrunners. Whoop whoop. Congrats to them. They deserve it. They deserve it. They deserve some recognition and spotlight. And hey, what's up, Buckshot? Whoop whoop. I've only seen the one with Francis so far.
With DraftKings. And right now, new DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $100 in bonus bets instantly. Just download the app and use the promo code when you sign up.
Since the dawn of time, man.
It's possible. That's definitely a possibility. I'm not gonna rule that out. But I'm not 100% sure what those odds are.
But what man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. Behold, wet extra large dude wipes. See how wet dude wipes completely clears while dry TP smears, leaving debris behind on Uranus. Ditch the itch, the switch.
Give me Adamania, pal.
Clean, hands down.
Total power doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen.
Whoop whoop. Cheers, pal.
You have total power. There's no slowing you down.
Nice, Todd. Congrats to him. Whoop whoop.
Total power move.
Let's take it home in 7, boys.
The Burrows is not a last chapter. It's a new beginning.
I think it might have something to do with the fact that he's some legal stuff that he was involved in. I'm not going to get into. Whoop whoop.
His debut on Netflix has thus far been a knockout. 3 consecutive first-round KOs, and we've arrived to the people's main event. No filters, no apologies. Nate Diaz and Mike Perry treat violence like performance art, with blood as punctuation and chaos as conversation. Diaz looking to maximize a 5-inch reach advantage.
And we're here. See a bunch of finishes there. 4 knockouts, 13.
No, I have not had a chance to catch any of that.
Mike Perry.
Nice though. Whoop whoop.
A fun one here, Mark.
Give us the 4-1-1 on the.
I mean, yeah. If Rousey does anything in wrestling, it's going to be with AEW. And the fact that like she did debut in AEW already, but then like the program she was set up for was with Tony Storm, and then they wrote Tony Storm off TV. Tonight is crab legs and what did I have earlier? Popeye's chicken.
After everything I've proven, King of Violence, to bare knuckle fighting, I'm gonna hit Nate like he's never been hit before. I'm gonna be all over this motherfucker like white on rice. I'm the real BMF.
I'll be with that. Whoop whoop. They're trying to go. They're trying to milk this for as long as possible.
We arrive at our second main event of the evening. Five-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first to the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Here is Mike Perry.
Now we're still gonna do the WWE pay-per-views, but yeah, this is way more entertaining than some of the wrestling shows we've seen. Way better.
Between Michigan and Florida left him constantly battling to belong. A road that spiraled through drugs, probation trouble, and jail until a Germany.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
What started his work became the rise of platinum. One of combat
Whoop whoop.
most volatile and
Or as little Nicky said, Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
And I'm curious to see how he's going to adapt to the five-minute round format here when he's been either way because he's so explosive and is going to look for the knockout here, but interested to see how he adapts.
Perry steps back into MMA for the first time in more than 5 years, rebuilt through bare-knuckle warfare, and believing he is more complete than ever. Long known for his pressure, power, and pure
I mean,
chaos.
the live stream is easier, but you can still do the pay-per-view format. You can still do the old school pay-per-view format, but with live streaming instead of going through your cable box. The problem is that they've gotten away from that. At least WWE has. But yeah, I agreed. Okay, yeah. When you summarize it like that, yes, agreed. I like the old pay-per-view format better.
Looking to make a successful return to MMA, 11 of his 14
Because when it was a pay-per-view, they knew they had to work for that dollar. Whereas as part of the subscription, well, the effort's no longer there. Or the motivation for effort is no longer there because if they're already subscribed, well, no reason to put any effort into building to the show because you already got them.
This guy is going to be a problem if it goes into the later rounds.
Nice, Todd. Whoop, whoop. You should go check that out. Dude, Nash seems like a cool dude.
He is the real BMF. He is the one and only Nathan Diaz.
The whole world out here to hunt down and fucking take.
Nice, Todd. Whoop, whoop.
That's what I'm after, and he's another guy doing the same thing.
That I don't know. That I don't know.
And now, fighting out of the blue corner is the West Coast in the building for Nate Diaz.
That was pretty sweet. Whoop, whoop.
Anticipation for the people's main event is higher than Nate Diaz on any day ending in Y. Fighting in
The anticipation for
since 2022 when
is higher than Nate Diaz at any day ending with Y. Whoop, whoop.
at UFC 279 during his stint in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Diaz won fight of
Don't know.
honors 8 times.
Don't know.
Kenny, he's made a career on drowning opponents in deep water. The pace, the pressure, the psychological warfare. And listen,
No idea. I possibly. Again, I'm not in the dude's head. You'd have to ask him.
he and his brother Nick as authentic as they get.
Now, his superpower has been durability and toughness, and he's used it to win so many fights over the years in a bunch of different combat sports venues, whether it's boxing or stand-up or whatever it is. This guy is the real deal, but I think he's at it.
Yeah, don't bring up TKO. Yeah, don't bring them up.
Against Conor McGregor at UFC 196, he absorbed the early precision. He extended the fight into deep water, forced McGregor to work at an exhausting pace, and then
No, I really don't think about that because that doesn't really have any effect on my life.
and then all of a sudden it was a rear naked choke heard around the world. And even in defeat in the rematch, Diaz still managed to drag McGregor into a narrow, exhausting war, despite knockdowns and severe leg damage.
I tell you what, it's been a little bit since we've seen him in MMA, but this is the best I've seen him. He physically looks phenomenal.
He was born the day after Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Thomas Hitman Hearns, their Thriller, which happened on
That sucks, lad, Brad. Whoop, whoop.
1985. He shares his birthday with Gina Carano, who we will see in the main event.
Yeah, you know, he's not. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, nothing he said was wrong. Nothing he said was wrong. Whoop, whoop. All right, before I get this fight started, let's do a little bit of cheers, genitals. Whoop, whoop.
And Marcel Morella. And our referee in charge for the bell rings is Mike Beltran. And now, ladies and gentlemen, two warriors, one fight. Who wants it more? It's Rousey first.
Nah.
In that corner, wearing the black trunks with
If
red trim, he stands 5 feet.
nah. I think the only sale that might happen is Endeavor selling TKO, which is WWE and UFC, to the Saudis.
14 wins versus 8 defeats, with 11 of those wins by knockout. Fighting out of our... But only one is platinum, Mike Perry. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with white trim. He stands 6 feet tall. He's weighing at 168.6 pounds. Tonight, he enters the hexagon with a professional MMA record of 20. Those wins coming by way of submission with 4 knockouts. Fighting out of Stockton, California. Ladies and gentlemen,
And honest, to be fair, I never really watched UFC, so I can't answer that question. Yeah, it's not Bruce Buffer. That's definitely not Bruce Buffer, but I'm not sure who.
From Stockton streets to combat sports folklore, Nate Diaz turned toughness into mythology. Mike Perry turned unpredictability into an art form. We're about to see poetry written in punches. Scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Netflix first MMA event has delivered 3 consecutive first-round knockouts, and Perry immediately on the hunt, landing the right hand.
Oh, Perry. Looking to go up and over the guard of Nate Diaz. Nate doing a good job of clinching.
When it comes to Mike, Perry, one touch can be too much. And he's already touching up Diaz. Diaz now from the southpaw stance, working that educated jab.
Yeah, and I like how blatant Nate is to try to make himself a little bit longer, increase that range. Of course, very well known for that jab. Needs to continue to pump that out. Nice elbow.
From Perry, close range knee from Perry. It's got the collar tie, knee to the liver by Mike Perry. Another elbow from Perry. Diaz ducking. Perry's got his back. It's all of Mike Perry early.
Yeah. Oh, what a throw!
High goes she. Shades of Rowdy. Ronda Rousey by Diaz. But it's Perry in top position. Tight control.
Beautiful throw there from Nate Diaz.
Possibly.
Able to turn the tables and take the back briefly.
Diaz looking for the submission.
Nate Diaz extremely dangerous even from the guard.
Looking for that angle hook, looking for the submission. Danger on the ground when you're facing a Diaz brother.
Just switch it into an inside heel hook potentially. Nate Diaz, one of the most prolific submission artists in mixed martial arts history.
12 of his 21 wins have come via submission.
Oh, he lost the knee line. Now he's able to potentially get on top. Nice scramble from Mike Perry.
And Perry will say, come back up to where my domain is in the stand-up. The crowd and Fuego. Just over 3 minutes left in the first. Perry comes forward, hands low. Diaz looking to read Perry, try to find a way to work the jab, follow up with the left hand.
Man, I'm sorry. Like, my worker instincts are kicking in right now. This looks like this looks and smells like a worked fight. Like, I'm watching the structure of a wrestling match just play out right in front of me here.
Yeah, there was a strong knee upstairs as well from Mike Perry.
Midway point of the round, and Diaz showing early signs of fatigue, and he is feeling the power of Perry.
No question about it. Those body shots aren't helping.
Perry attacking the body like it's filled with candy, and he is lighting up Nate Diaz. Diaz fires a jab. Left hook lands for Perry. Another body shot by Perry. Diaz trying to stay standing. 2 minutes left in the round.
Whoop, whoop.
Another left hand by Perry.
Yeah, this is where Mike Perry really needs to balance that aggression. Doesn't want to waste all of his energy.
Nope. Like I said earlier, I did not watch any UFC at all. I was kind of aware of it and, you know, followed a little bit in the news and headlines, but never watched it.
The left hand of Diaz is pretty low here. Let's see if Perry takes advantage of it with an overhand right.
Diaz susceptible to cuts, a lot of scar tissue around his eyes. There's a right hand by Perry.
Yeah, Mike Perry switching to southpaw here.
Just misses with the right. And Diaz already toned to the eye. There's blood around the right eye of Diaz, but never say die. Nate Diaz coming forward, putting together the combination. A minute left to the first.
Yeah, looks like Nate Diaz is recovered.
Punch, combo, punctuated by the right hook. Blood now on the
Oh yeah, hope spot. Hope spot. In wrestling, this is the hope spot in the match. And then heel's gonna cut him back off. Why? Watch the heel cut him back off. Heel's gonna cut him back off.
in the round. Toe-to-toe they go. Diaz looking to set a trap, potentially backing himself up to the fence. Crowd chanting Diaz. Knee up the middle by Perry. Diaz putting together the combos.
Yeah, 100%, but I like how Mike Perry is mixing up his strikes. He's throwing kicks. He's throwing knees and elbows as well. Nate Diaz has an opportunity here. Unable to do it. Nice reversal by Mike Perry.
Final 10 seconds. Elbows from Mike Perry. Putting it on Nate Diaz in the final seconds of the first frame.
Yeah, he'll gets control right before the first round.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation.
Or the end of the first round.
Because he was relying on the dry stuff to wipe. Yikes. Well, what man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. Behold, wet extra large dude wipes. See how wet dude wipes completely clears while dry TP smears, leaving debris behind. Switch to wet extra large dude wipes.
Yes, waiting for the Nate Diaz Hulk up spot. I'm guessing not at least until round 3. Not at the very least round 3.
W just released its new and scent, more glide, more sweat protection. Get it on Amazon or at
Or
Walmart.
earliest round 3.
W, because smelling good isn't just about hygiene, it's about confidence, and confidence helps you show up ready to win the day. Now that's a
Yeah, give me a picture on Netflix, pal.
And we are set for round 2 of this welterweight matchup between Nate Diaz and Mike Perry. A great opening round for Platinum Perry, but Diaz is never out of a fight, no matter how much it looks like that may be the case.
No, he isn't. Did a great job of recouping from those body shots. Now staying busy with that lead hand.
Stinging jab by Diaz, but Perry closes the distance, looking for the elbow strikes.
Yeah, and it's got and it needs to be Carano. It's got to be Carano.
Chance of let's go Diaz. One of the biggest stars.
Nice. Whoop, whoop.
Made his bones with that intense rivalry with Conor McGregor. Awaiting perhaps a future rubber match there, but right now.
I mean, we could see one in the main event too. I don't know. Whoop, whoop. It's always good to have a little bit of munchies.
Another combination that lands for Perry, putting it on Nate Diaz.
Oh yeah, heel working heat. And round 2 is heel working heat. Look at that. And round 2 is heel working heat on the baby face.
And this is exactly what both fighters expected. They knew they were in for a war.
Nice 1-2.
Like, dude, this is straight up wrestling match with some hope spots thrown in there.
Mike Perry showing fatigue here.
Oh yeah, we got busted open babyface. Babyface already got color, so come on. This is straight up pro wrestling and an MMA. Yeah, British wrestling. Yes, very similar to British wrestling. Like the stuff. What was it? The stuff that that Regal came up in. Similar to that sort of, or like an MMA evolution, like MMA version of that.
Make it submission attempt slippery.
And not to mention the blood as well, Morrow.
What adjustments does Diaz need to make, Kenny?
Well, I think Nate Diaz needs to continue jabbing from that bladed stance. I don't like that he's backing up against the cage so much. I think he needs to keep this more in the center of the hexagon here.
He's been stopped twice. The doctor's stoppage against Jorge Masvidal and that head kick and punches exchanged by Josh Thompson, but Perry looking to stop Diaz here in round 2, a minute 45 left. Diaz, back, vicious elbow from Perry continues to deliver ground and pound.
And it is so slippery, it's going to be really difficult to control the torso of Mike Perry on these arm lock attacks. Nate Diaz, an absolute warrior, trying to get his legs back in the game to defend himself.
Just constant punching from Mike Perry. Right hand bouncing off the face of Nate Diaz in the.
No, I have not. I had no idea that Regal and Muta worked. They had a match together. I have to go check that out.
And Mike Perry understands the danger of being in Nate Diaz's guard for too long.
1-2 from Diaz, however, blood on his face, blood on his back, the back of his neck. It looks like a horror movie, but Mike Perry continues to slash away, and Diaz continues to punch back.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And I'm not sure he can see out of that right eye right now, Morrow.
You have to check his DNA. You really do.
He's an absolute beast.
And so is Perry. Body shot, left hook. Oh, another left hook to the liver by Perry.
These are two savages here.
Mega. Body shot.
Whoop whoop.
It is bloody. It is bloody.
Yeah, that old school WCW, JCP, NWA Mid-Atlantic, that stuff I wish I could have got to see when it first aired. Because just from the stuff, the clips and whatnot that I've seen, so good. And then just getting to live that moment of 605 TBS. Points now, so whoop, whoop. I think it's gonna be a babyface match. I really think it's gonna be a babyface fight. Yeah, they look rough. Yep, the Saved by the Bell spot. Yep, dude. If you're gonna script, if you're gonna sit down and script an MMA fight to create drama and emotional, heartstring pulls, would this not be how you would write it? Would this not be like one of the ways you would write it? Oh yeah, dude. Regal's the man. Yeah, and if anything I said may have unintentionally, downplayed him, I did, or disrespected him, I did not intend that, and I 100% apologize. I have nothing but the utmost love and respect for William Regal, his talent and his abilities, and his upbringing in the business.
Nasty cuts.
I mean, it's possible. I would not shock me if they had conversations. Oh, they called it. Wow, Mike Perry over. Damn. Yeah, blood loss. Okay, I got that.
Canceling them can decrease the length of her history and hurt her credit risks.
Yeah, to be fair, you kind of got to call that one. The dude's like a whale with a blowhole on the top of his head.
Increase female market share. Women just want to feel heard, right?
I think they want to be here.
Alex, I'm in the middle of an idea, but it's so good to have you in the room.
Thank you, Hammer. Whoop, whoop. All right, I'm going to go grab a couple of sodas. Be right back. 1 sec. Whoop, whoop.
Here comes the knee that came with an unsubscribe button for Mike Perry. The uppercuts, I mean, it was an onslaught, Kenny.
Yeah, but the fight really
That's 100% apples and oranges. 100% apples and oranges, Joseph. Because when she was in WWE, that was with people pretending workers, you know, working a wrestling match. And to be fair, when she was there, a lot of that roster, to be fair, could not, and when it came to real fighting, they were not up to snuff. Whereas with this, it's with Gina Carano, someone she respects as a legit fighter. So if they're, yeah, that's apples and oranges, man. Apples and oranges.
Consecutive finish. That's how you say hello to MMA for the first time.
And knockout in the second round for the semi-main.
Return to MMA. He's standing by with Ariel.
Morrow, thank you very much. Here with the winner.
And to that, let's go. Cheers, genitals. Whoop, whoop.
Part of it, like we get tired every round. He's the toughest.
Pretty much, yes.
There's no quit.
Yeah, dude, no joke. If you asked me to put money on, if you asked me if Ronda Rousey and Seth Rollins had a shoot fight, and you asked me to put money on who would win, I'd bet Rousey. 10 out of 10 Rousey every time.
The entire crowd was cheering for him so loud and booing me, and all I did was be respectful and try to bring some hype. But I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for the opportunity that MVP and Netflix gave me, and I tried to bring.
Honestly,
blood was spilled.
I mean, if
obviously they love him here.
if this is a worked show, I could see if we got 4 knockouts in the main card, I could see the main event with being a babyface fight. I could see it being a submission, but we don't know. We'll see.
I didn't feel any counter shots. Only his jiu-jitsu was putting me in trouble at times, and I knew how to counter that. But, you know, it didn't get a complete stoppage in his book. If there's a rematch or if Conor McGregor wants to put up or shut up, stop running his mouth.
Get me the sunset flip, pal.
I'm not calling out Ngannou, but I would MMA against Jake Paul.
Jake?
Fine, pal.
Fuck yeah. Let's do it.
Already beat that ass in boxing.
It was a good fight. You did. You got me, bud. I'm more of an MMA fighter. You saw the shit I landed tonight. You wouldn't fucking like that shit either.
I love it, Mike. I love you, Mike. You're a...
Thank you, bro. It's great to be here.
Obviously, Mike, you've been fighting in BKFC for the last 5 or so years. Those are 2-minute rounds. Your last MMA fight, 2021, how was the cardio going out there for 5 minutes?
Well, I didn't get to see the championship rounds. I got it. Look, 5-minute round is a lot against me. Like, I'm making people quit in 4 minutes or less in bare knuckle. Fucking little gloves and elbows.
I'll put it to this: when it comes to real fighting and real training and whatnot, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Seth's background is, but I damn sure know what Rousey's is. And when it comes to real fighting, like an actual shoot fight, I'd be safer putting money on Rousey than I would on Rollins.
My babies are watching. Ocean and Audie, I love you guys so much back home in Florida. I'll take a couple weeks and chill.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm with you on that now. So I'm not liking that either.
See, okay, very nice. So you're gonna stick with MMA, Mike, because it seems like you've got your mojo back here.
Yeah, man, I'm a badass full-around fighter. Like, I'm the meanest guy in the clinch. Elbows, knees. Bloody game. I had some ground and pound. My coaches, my teammates at Fusion XL in Central Florida, man, we're the best crew in Florida. We're fucking constantly fighting between UFC and every other organization. And all we do is continue to show up to the gym and work.
Damn, nice. Whoop, whoop.
A word to Nate Diaz real quick. Nate, congrats on a valiant effort. This crowd showing you tons of love throughout
Whoop,
the
whoop.
entire evening. Your reaction?
He did everything I expected him to do. Come out hot and ready and aggressive forward. And I think I broke my finger in like the first 2 seconds. I was spending too much time worrying about lunch to focus on the animal I am. But I'm going to come back and get his fucking ass. And I'm going to get his fucking ass. And then I'm going to get your ass.
Please don't. Please don't. I want none of that. So do you want him back?
I would like to get him. Come on, motherfucker. Ain't nobody beat me.
Was he tougher than you thought he would be?
No, I knew it was tough. Good work, Mike.
Do you agree with the stoppage? The decision to stop the fight?
Yeah, I had blood in mine. I couldn't
Whoop, whoop.
It's all good.
Hammer nailing it. Boom.
Next time, he ain't going to be able to do nothing.
Okay, can't wait for that. Your response, Mike, to this?
He wants to fight me again. I mean, he didn't want to stop at the end of 2. He was ready to come out and try to tie me up in the 3rd and probably the 4th and 5th too. Anybody who wants to give him another chance, I'll be happy to oblige. I'm here to fight. No matter who, no matter when, no matter where. Let's do it.
An absolute
Nah.
classic Inglewood between
Some. Depends. Depends.
for Nathan Diaz and your winner.
A few individuals in that locker room, yeah. A few individuals, the entire locker room as a whole, nah. A few individuals, yes.
And there it is, our first fight of the main card to actually make it out of the first round, and it ends after the second in favor of Mike Perry, a cut stoppage. It's the same exact way that Nate Diaz went out against Jorge Masvidal back in 2019. Perry throwing 30 more punches than Diaz did and landed almost 40 more, as we say officially hello on camera. Again, L. Duncan and Tyron Woodley. So you said early on in the fight, this is playing out exactly how I thought that it would. Were you surprised at all with the result?
You know, this is my division. These are guys I may have fought. These are guys that I have to break down and watch. You know, I knew that if Perry really forward hits to the body and do punches and really felt his combinations and strings, he would do well. I also knew that Nate would do well if he used a longer jab and keeping that vein and blade and shoulder forward. I sent Kenny a bar. Okay. I already did all the hard training. My kids at home watching Saint. I got one thing I'm focused on. And when a fighter comes to a weigh-in to say, this is my favorite part, you better believe it.
Yeah. Would you like to see Mike Perry?
I think we're going to disagree on that one. Hang on one second. I got to grab a fork to eat some of these crab legs. Crab leg meat. Be right back. Whoop. Whoop, whoop.
About to meet my friends. Our main event is next. Stick around.
Wow. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Hammer nailed it on that one. Holy shit. Wow.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping fully clean because he was relying on the dry stuff to wipe. Yikes. But what man didn't realize is that wet.
Yeah, it's like tight.
Behold.
It's like, yep, I'm your prison bitch now.
See how wet dude wipes completely clears while dry TP smears, leaving debris behind.
Nah, doubtful. Maybe one-offs here or there, but like, but yeah, not on a set, like no set schedule. Like maybe one-offs here or there, but like nah.
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
Confide can help with symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years.
risk of infection, the lower ability.
I know, you know, we know. Switch to smoother payroll. We're on the same page.
John Creasy, U.S. Army Special Forces.
Yep, and cannot disagree with any of that. Cannot disagree with any of that. Whoop, whoop.
Let me just be very clear. You're not going to survive this.
All right, so before you start with this main event, I'm going to step outside for one last smoky toky time. I'm going to not mute the mic, so you'll probably hear me coughing outside and whatnot. Yeah, be right back. Whoop, whoop.
No one is questioning their credentials.
Is now the face of women's MMA. One of a kind, Ronda Rousey.
No one is denying their strength, with legacies written and chapters closed. Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano have nothing left to prove, except, perhaps, to themselves.
It's about the respect. It's about closing out something that's always been lingering in the back of my head. Could I do that again? For me, this is my own closure. So I've done enough fighting for everybody else. This fight's for me.
They're doing this because, all these years later, the flame still burns inside.
Doing hard things makes you start to live again. I'm going to be the most dangerous I've ever been.
The need to be tested, the hunger to be challenged, blow by blow by blow. At stake, the ultimate privilege, walking away with no questions left to answer, not an ounce left to give.
There's nothing that is going to wake you up harder than getting in a fight. It's going to be Fast and Furious with us. Second that bell rings, you know what's going on.
Intuit Dome, Gina Carano, the original face of women's MMA, the first to headline a major MMA card, and Ronda Rousey, Olympic medalist, UFC Hall of Famer, global superstar. Both have said there is a mutual respect between them.
Whoop, whoop.
Don't get it twisted. They still want to give each other.
It's now time for the main event.
It feels like there's pioneers everywhere, including us at desk with me right now. Carano joins me now, former UFC title contender who faced Ronda Rousey back in 2015. What do you remember about what it's like to be in the cage with Rowdy?
I mean, she's very talented. She's very skilled. She's very confident, you know. And so, you know, I also know I'm very talented, very skilled, very confident. And her coming into that power and her ability, everything you hear is a really intense time. And this
pressure is intense. You know, listen, I know how I felt when I found out Ronda Rousey was returning to the cage for the first time in 10 years. You actually found out before even some of her family members. Can you explain?
Yes, about a year and a half ago, Ronda reached out to me saying that she was looking for this fight. She wanted to put it together. She wanted a legacy legend fight with Gina Carano, and she hit me up to come help her train. And one of the rules was once I got up there, we were telling her mom that we were training for me. We were not telling her mom that she had a fight or any of this was in the works. So it was funny because I left and she was like, hey, my mom just said, you know, some people just don't know when to quit.
Interesting. So obviously her mother knows now that she's returning. What was she working on in training?
Ronda was working on Ronda things, you know, she was closing the distance, getting the clinch, trying to do some damage before getting a solid takedown. Definitely working on making the transition from taking teeps, you know, moving her head, getting out of the way of punches. So, you know, she was very diligent on making sure she was focusing on herself, but also working on being defensive of anything that could come her way out of Gina being a strong kickboxer.
Yeah, there was a lot of questions about should Ronda just keep leaning on the things that made her great, or should she work on the things when you saw her?
I mean, I really believe that you need to work on what your opponent is good at too, because you never know what situation you're gonna need to get out of. You know, they have a good moment, you have a good moment. If you end up, you know, wobbled or whatever, like Ronda has experienced before, like you need to know that you're gonna get through it. And what are your answers to that? You know, same where Gina, if she only focused on her hands in those moments, she wouldn't have answers for what happens if she does get to the ground, which with an Olympian like Ronda, you really should prepare for that and get ready for that.
I want to talk big picture for a second. As someone who has walked in these women's shoes, who knows what it is to be a pioneer, what does it mean to you to watch these two trailblazers from different eras finally meeting in the cage tonight?
It was really incredible. There was a point in my early career that I actually had a picture in my gym of Gina, and that was the goal. That was someone that I eventually wanted to fight. She was beautiful, she was tough, she was strong, she was winning, and I remember looking at her and being like, that's incredible. Like, that's goals right there. You know, she went into the movie career, and then Ronda came up, and I was very excited.
Yeah, she's doing a very good job. Very good job.
Have competition against a pioneer like Ronda, but to see Gina back here and to see both of these
Yeah, way too much time between fights.
for the sport compete against each other, it's really surreal. It's an incredible experience.
It truly is. It's been 17 years for Gina.
Oh, man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Honestly, you know what? I think it's Carano over. I think it's Carano over. And to set up her return to Hollywood or her return to acting. Give me CM Punk, pal.
Two legendary friends taking the hexagon tonight. Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano. How do you see that playing out?
I would be remiss to not go with Ronda Rousey. I think she's going to do what she always did. She's going to march forward. She's going to clinch. She's going to throw. And she's going to armbar. My opinion.
I like that. You were right. You're an analyst.
A little bit, yeah. I've dabbled in some commentary here and there.
CM Punk, thank you so much. Have fun tonight. You want to say hi to your fans?
Oh,
yeah. Hey, what's up, J12? Whoop, whoop.
April, honey, I'll be home in, 20 minutes.
Perfect timing. Some say he's a cult of personality. I dig him. How about Alicia Baumgartner in the building? One of the best fighters in the world. Dax Shepard, we see you. All the celebrities out here at Intuit Dome. I know her. Janae Gulake, Nigeria in the building as well. WNBA analyst and superstar Carmen Electra. We see you, girl. You know, it's a Titanic event, so obviously James Cameron is in the building. A celebrity row is absolutely stacked. David Spade, we see you. I'm sure he's doing or thinking something quite funny and entertaining everyone around him. How about Tommy Lee? Rock and roll as they come. And finally, from the White House that you can see on Netflix, Michael Irvin, the Hall of Famer, is in the building to witness history. We've had 4 incredible fights.
James Cameron.
Left to go as Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey are mere minutes away from joining us here in the cage again.
James Cameron does what James Cameron does because he is James Cameron. I know, right now, so she's in her 50s and still hot, bro.
Well, friends, it is time to go back and check in on the betting side for our main event with the tale of the bet brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. And here to break it down is a man with very many talents, DraftKings MMA analyst Kenny Florian.
Thanks, Sal. Let's do this again. All right.
Whoop,
As a
whoop.
reminder, there are only 3 ways to fight
Yeah,
by decision.
yeah. Tommy is very clearly out partying with the outbreak, pal.
Each of these outcomes separately, so you can take a shot at picking not
Whoop,
only the
whoop.
fight, but how the fight ends. So for this main event, it's crazy. Obviously, Gina Carano has been away from the game for 17 years. So I understand the odds here. That is difficult for any athlete.
And looking fine tonight as well. Whoop, whoop.
So how do you approach this fight? Ronda Rousey obviously the clear favorite. How do you bring those odds down a little bit? Well, I think picking Ronda Rousey by submission.
Indeed, she definitely knocked me out tonight with her looks. Whoop, whoop.
Rousey by armbar, that's almost a guarantee. So,
100%. Okay, you heard it here from Kenny Florian, DraftKings Sportsbook, the official betting partner of Rousey versus Carano right here on Netflix. And a reminder,
Whoop, whoop. Yep, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Get $100 in bonus bets instantly. It's very easy. Pull out your phone, download the app, use promo code RING when you sign up. And a friendly reminder to all of you at home that DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Netflix is shining the spotlight on MMA, and they are not holding back. A stacked card, big names, moments you won't stop talking about. And DraftKings is your home for all the action.
No, I'm sure it's on Netflix, right?
When the fight takes over Netflix,
It's more of a Netflix WWE crossover than anything.
and right now, new DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $100 in bonus bets instantly. Just download the app and use the promo code when you sign up.
Credit One Bank presents Max Out. He's a credit wrecker. His eyes are bigger than his wallet. And his credit score pays the price. You see, Max doesn't know he should only use 30% or less of his credit limit. Because using his full line can...
Yeah, and I think and pretty much all sane people have realized that the stigma and bullshit that got her fired from Mandalorian was just that bullshit. Man, he would have to break out the check. He would have to break out the checkbook for that one. But man, if he pulled that off, but I think, yeah, it would have to be a while for that if that happens. If it were to ever happen.
Whatever that is.
Exactly, Dan. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, Punk definitely has had to be like, okay, yeah, definitely a choice of a lesser two evils for him on that one.
190 countries as we get ready for our main event. A fight that has lived in what if lore is about to happen. What did Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey have in store after all these years? Well, we're about
Now it's time for the main event. Let's get started. Cheers, genitals. Whoop, whoop.
Has a completely revamped camp here. And look at that submission and knockout ratio. All 12 of
Potentially.
finish. Of course, Ronda Rousey very famous for that armbar.
I mean, there's reasons why he would.
It's about money.
But if he had to choose between the two, I'm sure he'd pick Rousey over, Carano because of, like Lab Rat said. Yeah, in about 20 minutes after video packages and entrances and ring announcements.
I feel like Rhonda's been chasing me for a long time, and I want her to know what she's been chasing. Every time I think about this fight, I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over.
That is true, Nelson.
It's now time for the main event of the evening.
Whoop, whoop.
5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first to the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Welcome back, Gina Carano.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, they're doing this a little bit differently.
15 years since Gina Carano competed. She was part of the first female fight ever aired on major broadcast television when she defeated Julie Ketsey on Showtime in February 2007. Then in August 2009, she made history again in the first women's MMA fight to headline a major card, losing to Chris Cyborg in her last MMA bout until tonight, where she yet again makes history in the main event of the first MMA card live on Netflix.
Well, there's no question that she was the one who laid the foundation for the superstardom of Ronda Rousey. She was an amazing...
Never say never. Anything is possible. Improbable, unlikely, extremely low percentage, never impossible. John Leguizamo as Luigi and Mario Brothers. Whoop, whoop.
Returning alongside her husband, Kevin Ross, who introduced her to Muay Thai.
Hey, what's up, Frank? Whoop, whoop. Just in time for the main event, pal. How you doing, man? Always a pleasure. Whoop, whoop.
To the Olympic bronze medalist, to the former UFC women's bantamweight champion, to the former WWE champion, to the one and only Ronda Rousey.
Oh, they mentioned her being a champion in WWE.
Biggest MMA fight of all time on the biggest platform will be headlined by two women who dare to dream big. Bet your fucking asses is the biggest MMA fight of all time, bottom line. I'm not chasing greatness. Motherfucker, I am greatness. These bitches are chasing me.
And now, fighting out of the blue corner.
Dude, she's a different beast. She is a different beast, Nelson. Whoop, whoop. Nice, Frank. Whoop, whoop.
To the familiar sounds of Joan.
Not answering that.
Ronda Rousey stalks her way to the cage. It was Gina Carano who inspired Rousey to pursue
Whoop, whoop. That's pretty much who we're all pretty much rooting for in this one. She's not in WWE anymore. Around all those good old boy carnies who do who come up with dumb shit like that. And points to, and like Frank said, also points to you, Dan. Whoop.
She was performing art. She was that good. For me, the sign of a master is when they're dominating and making it look easy. And make no mistake about it, when Ronda was in her prime, she was making it look easy.
It's not about fighting for anyone else except themselves. And by the way, when we asked Rousey whether she would break Carano's arm if Carano refused to tap, she said she would not hesitate.
Yeah, give me fart pillow eyes, pal. I missed that. I missed that running gag.
With the main event introduction.
Yeah, very much like Saudi Royal Rumble. Yeah, very similar to the Saudi Royal Rumble.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your final main event of the evening. 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division.
Yeah, please not. Please don't.
Live from the Into It Dome for the debut of MVP MMA and the debut of MMA on Netflix. Brought to you by Jake Paul and Nikisa Madarian's most valuable promotion.
Yes, it's not Gina Carano. It's Bruce Pritchard. Do the whole Waterboy thing where Gina Carano's face morphs into Bruce Pritchard and he starts saying shit to you that makes you that pisses you off, and just go at her.
To those of you joining us here live in Los Angeles. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with tan and red trim. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in at 141.4 pounds. Tonight, she re-enters the cage with a professional MMA record of 7 victories versus just 1 defeat with 1 submission and 3 knockouts. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, she was the first woman to headline a major MMA main event. Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys, Dan, whoop whoop.
The original face of women's MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, Gina Conviction.
Give me Coach Klein telling him, pretend your opponent is some blue-haired liberal. Use it as tackling fuel. Tackling fuel? Yeah, tackling fuel.
Standing across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the all black. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. She weighed in at 142 pounds even. Tonight, she
That would be awesome if she is.
with a professional MMA record of 12 victories versus 2 defeats with 9 submissions.
Because I heard a rumor that Gina is in talks to return as to return to Star Wars franchise. Again, those are rumors.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Olympic bronze medalist, the UFC Hall of Famer, the former UFC champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the record breaker, the icon, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Really, I did not know that. That's some BS. That's some BS, man. That's some bullshit, pal. That's a great big load of my initials, buddy.
Gina Carano about to make history again here tonight, live in the first MMA event on Netflix. Both of them looking to rewrite their combat sports coda. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on. The first of a scheduled 5 rounds at 145 pounds. Oh, immediately, Rousey takes Carano down, but Carano looking for the guillotine. And Rousey pops her head out.
Yeah, I'm not liking that now, so either. But we'll see. We'll see where this goes.
Incredible. The most devastating finish in MMA history. And Ronda Rousey just took another arm hostage, and just like that, it's over.
One of the most explosive.
Did we just 17 seconds? 17 seconds. Tap out. Wow. 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 Wow.
An emotional Rousey and Carano embracing, but her mom literally would wake Rousey up every morning as a child by putting her in an armbar. Is it any surprise that it's become the most feared submission in MMA history?
Wow.
One of the most potent weapons I've ever seen. Oh, my goodness, just an absolute.
Yeah.
Women have always had to fight.
Pretty much. You go take a piss and it's over.
And here now tonight, they are fighting for each other. Yes, it's great to have this sold-out crowd, millions watching on Netflix, but you can see what this meant to both of them. It was Ronda Rousey who saw Gina Carano in an interview, not looking well. Gina Carano admitted she was.
Well, yeah, we will be doing some gaming tonight. We will be doing some gaming. We will be doing some gaming though. Yeah, come on. That was 100 work. That was a work. That was a total work. There's no way that if this were a shoot, there's no way Carano's tapping in 17 seconds. No way.
Yeah, and this time it was actually wrestling. Had the level change, attacked that double leg, drove through. Was persistent with the ground and pound, immediately went to that right arm of Gina Carano.
Responding to criticism that she was pursuing money rather than.
Hey, what's up, Sir Jam? Whoop, whoop. Yeah, that's.
Rousey said it's not your job to be liked. It's your job to get people to watch your fights. She remains a phenom.
Hey, all good, man. Hey, I would absolutely love to hear your rebuttal to that.
You have to go when no one's watching. To see how special.
I don't know. I really don't know. But the show is not over. There's still more going on. So let's see where this goes. We got a commercial break. Okay. Yeah. That is one thing that I do. One thing I do remember hearing here about is if you get if an arm bar is locked in, that's a game over.
UFC 184, February 2015, in just 14 seconds. Tonight, she dispatched Gina Carano in 17 seconds.
Yeah, just gorgeous timing on that double leg as she drives through. Keeping those legs moving, goes right into the mount, sets up the arm with ground and pound. Gina extended for just a second, and that's all that Ronda Rousey needs.
All right, later, Frank. Have a good night, pal. Whoop. Yeah, that is a very good point. If a shoot arm bar gets locked in, you either tap or your arm's broken. Like that, those are your choices.
John McCarthy calls a stop to this contest at 17 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by submission via armbar.
Armbar! I gotta give the ring announcer points for calling back to the. Okay, that ring announcer's got to be a wrestling fan because he did a callback to the Jericho list by armbar.
And in 17 seconds, Ronda Rousey again making it look way too easy.
Yeah, just world-class judo, world-class ground game went right at Gina, and I think a lot of people, myself included, expect her. She's gonna get a takedown. It's gonna be a throw. It's gonna be a foot sweep. She attacked with the rest of the
Yep.
elbow.
Whoop.
Rousey defined greatness not as accumulating additional title defenses, but as making history, changing the sport's.
All right, and that's a good point too. Again.
And improving fighter leverage. What a night it has been. 5 finishes. 4 of them in the first round.
Whoop.
MMA making a splash in its live debut on Netflix.
Now here they are hugging, you know, showing that love and respect. Whoop whoop.
Thank you very much. What a beautiful moment here between Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano. Gina, please don't go anywhere. I do want to ask you some questions. Ronda, speechless. I don't think any of us ever thought we'd see you do that again. Shades of your fight against Katzengano.
Cheers, Generals. Whoop whoop.
Nobody else could. You showed me where my home was and nobody else could. Like, you changed my world and we changed the world. And I will never ever forget. And I will never be able to pay you back enough. But I'm so glad we finally got to share this moment. And just in general, I want to thank MVP for giving us a chance, Netflix for giving us a chance. Everybody here, you are what gives us value. Everyone home watching, you are what gives us value. Everyone engaging with us.
I can see Ronda being like a like, you know, every once in a while attraction for AEW. Yeah, All In. Yeah, All In would make sense for her to appear, but and do something. But I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I was hoping to come out like, you know, both as unscathed as possible because, you know, I didn't really want to hurt her. So luckily it was just beautiful martial arts. That's what I think that is. You know, that's what that efficiency is. It's
whoop, whoop.
It's an art.
I'm curious though, after all these years, is there any part of you that was
I know, right, Nelson?
Just like another 60 seconds in there, just to have a little more fun.
Hell no, my husband and my kids are watching me. I don't want to put them through anything more than they have to. And they've already been through so much this last year and a half for me to get here. And I love you all so much, and thank you, like, for everybody that makes this happen.
Yeah, overall, like as a show overall, it was entertaining.
My coaches' families, like my training partners, nobody succeeds in a vacuum. So thank you guys. I love you.
Can I ask, what did you say to her when you guys embraced immediately after the fight?
I said she's my fucking hero. And just thank you for everything. And thank you for bringing me back home.
I do wonder, and I'll ask you the same question I asked you earlier in the week. It was so quick. Is there any chance we could see more of this? I think everyone wants to see more of you competing. You look so
good. That's a good point. That's a good point. So Jam, whoop, whoop.
Look at the reception you've had since coming back to MMA. Is there any chance we'll leave that door a little bit open?
There's no way I could have ended it better than this. I want to have some more babies, and I got to get cooking.
Okay, well, that seems pretty emphatic. I do want to give Gina...
All right, that's that's a pretty definitive answer. She's like, no, that door is closed. I'm going to have some more babies and get to cooking. All right, that's a pretty based answer, too. Whoop, whoop.
So good. I've never felt that good, but I haven't been here for 17 years, so I mean, I wanted to hit her.
You feel a little unfulfilled just because you didn't get a chance to at least show the world what you've been working on.
You know, I'll probably feel that later. Right now, getting in the cage was a victory. Getting here after 17 years was a victory. Fighting a legend was a victory, and the fight, and I didn't get that. And but she
woo woo
plan, and I have so much love and respect for her, and this was a victory in my life. She changed it by giving me her some. I woke up every morning at 3 a.m. thinking about her. I took 100 pounds off of my body, which is taking.
Yeah, which is all cool. Which is all cool. Whoop whoop.
With mixed martial arts, there's so many good things to think about here. It's just the fight didn't go my way.
So considering you fell back in love with mixed martial arts, is there any chance you want to keep doing this? We didn't get to see enough of Gina in there.
I don't know. I think 17 years was a lot. I think being 44 is a lot. I don't know if I can put my family back through that. But, you know, I'm going to go look at this. I didn't get anything out. Like, I didn't get to do anything in this fight, so.
Okay, so maybe that is keeping the door just a little bit open.
You just never know with me. You just never know. But I should have got matched up with a striker. I wanted to get some of that out.
What did you learn about yourself throughout all this?
Whoop, whoop.
That I could do it, that I could come, I could train, I could get up every day and stay dedicated. I'd like to thank my team who you know, they trained me for this. It's not easy to get in here. It is not easy to be in the gym every day and to wake yourself
Maybe
up.
we'll see.
I mean, but I adore Ronda.
Yeah, that is a good point, Dan. That is a good point. That is a very good point.
And do whatever she wants to do. I just
Yeah,
the process. So.
I could easily, yeah. She could easily, yeah. It is believable she could fall into an armbar very, very quickly.
Grateful for Ronda, Gina, Nate, Mike, Francis, Philippe, the entire cards, right? For what they were able to
Yeah. Cyborg would destroy them both.
The other athletes, it's a moment that should be celebrated and hopefully viewed as a start of a movement where MVP starts to bring some competition back into MMA.
All right, so
Yeah, definitely. Now, so whoop. Yeah, and if rumors are true about, you know, Gina's being in talks with Disney about returning to the Star Wars franchise, hey, you know, we'll see. It's something that's, you know, it's in the moment thing that if not already, it'll become, if it's not already, it'll become water under the bridge.
Kind of surreal, no?
It's surreal, but God couldn't have written it better, and that's what it's all about. This is a message to all the kids at home. Chase your dreams. Believe in yourself. You never know where life is going to take you. Just keep on knocking down the doors of opportunity, working hard, believe in your dreams. Be inspired by these people. Be inspired by these ladies. Be inspired by these fighters, and go after it. Never let the world take you down.
EC3 did some you know, wrestler things that kind of pissed Russo off, where it's like he's nice. He just needs time to cool down. Really, it's all it is Russo needs time to cool down.
Netflix is shining the spotlight on MMA, and they are not holding back. A stacked card.
And we got a picture commercial break now.
Stop talking about. And DraftKings is your home for all the action. Bet the winner. The method.
Yeah, I know, right now. So, like, seriously, for real.
Takes over Netflix. Don't just watch it. Be part of it with DraftKings.
Nah, yeah. Hey, it's all good, man. Like, yeah. Yeah, hating that for some of the, like, the real life shit that the Paul brothers have done. 100 justified.
Consecutive finishes in
whoop,
the first
whoop.
round, including the main event that lasted a total of 17 seconds, as Rowdy Ronda Rousey once again proved that
It was on the only time it got mentioned was on the show on an episode of 3 Brand on the Patreon. Yeah, Patreon exclusive show.
Suicide prevention line. It is May. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health is physical health, and I'm glad to see that both Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano are celebrating this moment. And Kenny Florian, I have to say, my man,
yeah, completely laughable. Like, come on, what are we doing here?
We get to do it again. Your thoughts on not just the main event, but the entire first night of MVP MMA on Netflix.
Likewise, my man. And, this fight really was about redemption for both of these ladies. Both didn't have the exit from the sport the way that they had hoped, but to see them come back, for Ronda to get a win, of course, by her patented armbar, and for Gina to just show up and make the weight. A lot of people doubted both of these ladies, and, I'm just so proud of both of them. It was a great event and a great night overall. A lot of finishes, Mauro. It was a last call to fight with you, man.
Amazing action. And for me personally, I got to say, being there when Gina Carano fought Julie Kedzie, the first MMA event on major cable television, then being there when CBS aired the first MMA event on major network television, and here we are tonight making history with Netflix streaming.
All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and call it there for tonight for this show. Whoop, whoop.
And on behalf of Kenny Florian, I'm Mauro Ranallo. We'll send
Yeah, whoop, whoop.
That's right.
Yeah, we're going to call it there for tonight. That's going to be it for us tonight for the HMG Rousey versus Carano. Watch along. Whoop, whoop. Make sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell.
The armbar that Ronda Rousey is so famous for, which is considered long when you think about the fact that
Let me go. Hang on. Let me go. Do it. Give me a little bit, pop about 5 hour energy here, because I know I need this. I know I need this right now. Real quick. 1 sec. Yeah, I know, right, Larry? Follow him out to dinner. All right, yeah. So, yeah, we gave it, pal. Whoop, whoop. All right, but first, let's get the plugs in real quick. Hey, anytime, Dan. Thank you. Also, thank you for stopping and hanging out. Always a pleasure hanging and chilling with you. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, pal. All right, so coming up later this week, tomorrow we got The Wreckage, followed up with HMG After Dark that night. We're doing a watch-along of The Godfather Part 1. And then on Monday, we got the Monday Locker Room, the Raw watch-along, the Impact Attack. And then on Tuesday, we got This Week in WWE. We have Hitting the Marks. We have the A Show. We have the Laser NXT watch-along. We have the Wednesday Locker Room. And then Wednesday, we have the Next Level Wrestling Review. The AEW Dynamite watch-along of Bell Count. And on Thursday, the Friday Locker Room. The JCW Lunacy and TNA Impact watch-along. And then on Friday, the SmackDown watch-along of Bell Count. And then on Saturday, man. I think we're doing Saturday night's main event watch-along. Followed up with I'll have to get with Jimmy T and figure out what our schedule is for that night. We'll try to fit in a Saturday night's main event watch-along somewhere in there. And also don't forget, we also like, subscribe, ring that bell. And also on Patreon, patreon.com/Hami Media Group. Check out our friends. Also on YouTube at youtube.com/TheVinceRusso, where they have shows such as JCW Backstage Pass, or the Backstage. I think it's Backstage Pass. After every Lunacy, along with other content. And then they're also their Patreon, patreon.com/RussoGWC. And go check out JCW Lunacy. That airs every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central at youtube.com/Psychopathic Records. In about 15 and 20 minutes, we'll be going live on Twitch with a shorty stream where I think we'll be doing, it is a late night. It'll be a shorty stream, but we'll do some old school Super Nintendo gaming. Take a break from some PlayStation stuff, go a little bit old school, do some Super Nintendo gaming. So you'll see you in about 15, 20 minutes. If I don't see you there, hope to see you on some other shows. And then if not, have a great rest of your weekend and have a great rest of your week. And much love. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, pal.